Okay, again, just more random questions using ratios. Well, I say ratios. I mean, honestly, a lot of this is just looking at you saying, what's the sales tax on this? You know, what's 7.5% of that iPad? You know, that's the sales tax I'm paying. What's 7.5%, if I'm thinking of Denver sales tax, of the price of that car? You know, what's 0.075 times whatever it is you're looking at? So look at this question here. You know, if a new car costs $22,500 and the sales tax is 8%, what they're saying is what's 8% of 22,500? So there we go. All I'm looking at is doing this here. What's 8% of 22,500? What's 0.08 times 22,500? Okay, and whatever that is, I'm not going to put it in your calculator to look what the sales tax is. But we use that a lot, don't we? I mean, think about it. What's 50% sale? What's 50% off that pair of jeans? What's 50% of the price of that jeans? You'd write the 50% as 0.5. Okay, again, move the decimal point 2 places to the left. So that's quite easy in our heads and our calculators. You know, what is 20% of this? You know, you're making a sale, you get 3% commission. If you get 3% commission on a sale of, say, suppose you sell something at $1,000 for somebody, they're going to give you 3% of that. Okay, so what you're going to get is 0.03. Okay, that's what 3% is of that $1,000. Okay, put that in your calculator, whatever you get. So that's what we use a lot of. Part equals ratio times total. What is 50% of this? Okay, what's the part of it? What's the discount? All right. Now, but have a look at this one below. Okay, because I was thinking, okay, looking at this, going, right, I can see 45% in there. Okay, so I know I'm going to write 45% as 0.05 to do calculations with. Okay, but is it 45% of 22,000? And be careful. You might think to yourself, I'm going to write that right in my calculator because that's what I did on the previous question. But that there, that 22,000, isn't actually the total. Okay. What we're looking for, we're actually looking for the total amount of voters. Only 22,000 actually voted. So that 22,000 is only part of the people that were eligible to vote. Think about it. That's not everyone's voting. Think about general elections. If 65% of the population voted, all right, not everybody's voting. We're saying that 22,000 people voted, which isn't everybody. What we're looking for is how many voters there actually are. We're looking for the total. Okay, so I'm looking at other versions of the equation. Remember, if I go back to this one up here, we're trying to find the part of something most of the time. Okay, what's this discount? What's this little bit? What's this sales tax on the total? Okay, well here I'm looking at the other forms of the equation. Remember, I can just get to rearrange it. Well, it looks like to me like I need to use this one. I want to find out what the total amount of people there are, okay, that could vote. Only 22,000 voted, so it's not this, all right? Okay, I'm not doing 45% of 22,000 because that's not the total amount of people. I know that 22,000 people voted. Okay? Now that is only 45%, so 0.45, of the total. Okay, right, that is going to give me the total. I've just used that equation here. So be careful how you read these questions. If we're going to have a calculator, cancel that. So 22, 1, 2, 3. It's a bit like that African question with the AIDS. We were looking for the total amount of people. It gave us a number, but that was only part. So 22,000 divided by 0.45 equals... Right, so 40, oh, let's just round that. I'm going to round that to about 49,000 people, okay? Put in your calculator, you get that 48888, okay? So I'm going to round it to the nearest thousand, okay? So 49,000 people are registered to vote, all right? Only 22,000 actually did, which is 45% of the population. Now if you're going to go backwards, okay, what is 45% of the total amount of people? Then you would do that. What's 45% of 49,000 people? If you put it on your calculator, then you'll get the 22,000 because only 45% voted. 22,000 people. Won't be exact because we're rounding. Okay, so think carefully. Are you looking for the part? Are you looking for the total? When you look for the ratio, it's not too bad. You know, 20 rabbits out of 80 rabbits. All right, what's the ratio? 20 over 80. Okay, so I think sometimes looking for the total can be the kind of hardest one to do.